Have you ever said yes to something when you were riding a high, and then the next morning you wondered why you even agreed to any of it? Or maybe you felt heavy, certain something was wrong, and a day later nothing was actually wrong, you were just at the bottom of a wave. If you recognize this, then that is the energy of the solar plexus or the emotional center. Hi everybody, welcome back to HPTV channel. I am Barbara and today I'll break down what defined versus open really feels like. I'm going to share two client shifts and I'm going to show you how to make clean decisions by giving feelings time to settle. So let's start by talking about the pulse of your emotional center. In your human design chart, the solar plexus sits on the right side of your chart and it runs emotional energy, highs, lows, and everything in between. And when it's defined, there's a consistent wave. This means that your feelings move, and that is normal. Clarity doesn't show up at the top or even the bottom of that wave. It shows up after the wave has moved. And so it makes this movement, and when it sort of levels out, that is the moment when clarity shows up. But when it is open, this means that you feel other people's emotions very strongly. And you are one of those people that can walk into a room and immediately feel what's going on, everybody's energy, who is happy, who is angry, angry with who started it, everything. You carry the mood of the room also like it is yours if you haven't learned how to stop that from happening. And if you don't know that that is what is happening, then you'll make fast choices to fix feelings that aren't even yours. And neither open or defined is a problem. They are just two different timings and they have different boundaries. And so that is why it's very important to know which is true for you. So my client Eva, I'm going to illustrate what I just told you with some client examples so that you understand it even better. My client Eva has a defined solar plexus. This means that she is bright, capable, and persuasive, especially when she's on an upswing. And her pattern was very simple. On the high part of her wave, she'd commit to collaborations, trips, purchases, and then 2 days later, she'd feel flat and resentful because the yes wasn't real for the mood, not for the month. So we put one rule into place. No final decisions on a high feeling or a deep low feeling. And she told people up front, I'll confirm with you tomorrow once I've sat with it for a while. And she kept a short note on her phone with the exact line so that she didn't negotiate with herself in the moment. And within 2 weeks, she'd stopped backtracking on promises. And the offers that still felt good off the high were the ones that she kept. And everything else fell away without any drama. And then there's Marcus, another client of mine, but this one, and Marcus has an open solar plexus. He runs a team, and that means that he soaks up the tension in the team like a sponge. And by the time that he gets home, he's carrying everybody's stress and trying to fix it with late night emails and over explaining. Does that sound familiar? So we didn't add more work. For him, we added emotional hygiene. This means that before he leaves the office, he takes 5 minutes of quiet time. And in those 5 minutes, he names what he feels out loud. And then he takes a slow walk around the block, afterwards washing his hands on purpose as a sort of reset. And then at home, he waited until morning to send any big reply. And within a week, his evenings stopped being damage control. That doesn't mean he doesn't care about his team anymore. No, he still cared. He just wasn't making decisions from borrowed feelings. So, this center, the energy of this center is to push you to act fast to match how you feel right now. And that is exactly where you burn energy and make messy agreements. So, the fix to this is timing. If you are emotionally defined, like me, so this really helped me out big time, clarity comes with time. So you need to give it the time it needs to become clear. Sleep on the big stuff. Put a 24-hour window between the conversation and the commitment. Say so out loud before the pressure hits. If you are emotionally open, then your work is to clear the room out of your body before you decide. Leave the chat, step outside, go to the toilet, breathe, move, and then check what still feels true when you're not swimming in somebody else's wave. In both cases, you're not ignoring feelings, you're just letting them pass so that your decision has a stable ground. Another good thing for you is to start noticing the tells. Big mood, big promise. Big dip, big no. Urgent texts, we need an answer now. That is your cue to pause, to say, I'll think about it tonight and I'll confirm with you tomorrow. And then put your phone down, walk away, take the evening, do what you need. And if the answer is solid, it will still be solid in the morning. And if it dissolves, it was never the right call. So over time, you'll stop cleaning up decisions made at the top or at the bottom of your wave, and you'll make fewer promises and they'll actually fit. And you won't feel bad about keeping your promises. You will actually feel good about the promises that you make. So, is your solar plexus defined or open? And where do your feelings rush your decisions? I'd love it if you would tell me in the comments. I read all of them and I reply to all of them as well. And if you don't know what your solar plexus is, but you'd like to, either leave your birth information, and so your birthday and your birth time and your birth location, or send them to me in a DM and I'd be more than happy to look it up for you and let you know. If you want a full map of all 9 centers with clear practices and lots of insight, then you might want to grab your BU by Design blueprint below. And if you want live support while you are implementing everything about yourself that you're learning, then you want to join my BU by Design Mastermind. It's an intimate group of a maximum of 10 people that are all on a similar journey, learning the same things and are dedicated to each other's success. And if you want more tailored guidance, then I'd like to invite you to book a free one-on-one clarity session with me. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe and share it with people who need to hear this message today. Next video, next week, is going to be about the spleen center and how your instinct speaks before you can hear it. But for today, I wish you an amazing rest of your day and I look forward to inspiring you again next week. Bye for now.